Good morning, all. This is our Macbet review of what Macbet did on the weekend. As far as two of the best goes, we had one winner on Saturday and one loser on Sunday. Our Macbet sheets, we got away with 50% pot, so that was a pretty good day. We found a few winners. We were wrong on a couple of races and right on another few, so it all worked out okay. I think we're running at around about the 20% pot since the start of the year, so it's going really good, that service. Um, Going back to Saturday, we started off the day having a bet on Montreux. We didn't have a big bet, but we thought it was very hard to beat against Mr. Epic. These races are not our cup of tea, 2,000 metre races, but we just thought everything was going to play into the hands of Montreux, and Mr. Epic was short enough around the 220. We actually had the markets flipped from those two, and we were able to get away with a win in the first. A second race, terrible race this one. Forget about the format of it. We had a small bet on Tycoon Flutter. Thought it might be able to run over the top of these weak horses. It looked like it was going to do it, but it didn't get the distance. Pinolino, we thought it'd get a perfect run. It did. Went terrible and didn't get the distance. Mandawi, we thought it would improve. It looked the winner at one stage, but it probably just did a bit too much work in the middle stages, getting around to second. But don't play again on any of those horses coming out of that race. In race three, we didn't really want to play here again. The horses we did like were going to be in the wrong positions. They were Bodacious and Red Handle. I threw something on Red Handle just because of the odds around the $21 mark, but they just couldn't win where they were. Bodacious didn't do too bad a job. It ran on. Boncho, I couldn't get it that short, but it was going to get the perfect run, and that's what happened. It just led, then got crossed, and then set off the leader, and came around and was able to hold the rest of them. In race four, this was a terrible race for us. I couldn't work out what to do here or how to play. They're all old horses. The horse that we were on last weekend, Stella Ombre, I thought was just badly weighted against these horses, but these are old horses and they're gone, whereas it's on the way up and improving all the time. So it was able to do a pretty good job considering it was back in distance and with the big weight. Handwritten, I couldn't tumble into it on its trial, but then it started to get out to the price around about the $4, $3.80. So I can't knock anyone who did back it. I was giving it a chance, but I couldn't back it at 240. But around that price, it was around $3.84. It was probably the right type of price. So, but anyway, we were wrong on Stella Ombre. In race five, this is where we started to bet. We liked Meet and Greet. We thought there was only three chances: Kubus, Meet and Greet, and Sharpermel. Now Kubus, it struggles to get a real strong mile, but we thought it might cross over into the right position. But by the time we started to look at the race and thinking about what we were going to do, the money had come for it. It was in short, and then we were happy to bet against it because it was just the wrong odds. Meet and Greet got out in the market, got out to around about $6 at one stage, and we thought that was great odds. About $5.50 hit, $6 Meet and Greet. Then into Sharpermel down the bottom, we thought it was really good odds around the $8. It was the leader. Just made a few little blues. Tarand, he let it go around about the 800. I don't know why he did that. It was just rolling along and gave it a little bit of a click up. So it's a strange ride, but it probably made Meet and Greet win because it just fell into its hands. So that was quite a nice result. Race six. Well, I don't know why the market went against Oink at the finish. There was some good money for Drumbeat's Choice, who did go good, but it had the bad gate. It was going to get lost. There was money for a little bit of money for Cornrow, which we did think it was the saver if we were going to have a saver. And there was money for a little bit of money for 1 Inch Punch, which trialled no good. Didn't go too bad though. But Oinkett just railed up into the right position, was able to sprint past D9L, who had the right run in front. So I was very surprised that horse blew out to even money. So we had a good result on that one. Race 7, Another result for us, I didn't know what to do with Rhyme nor Rhythm. It was the best horse, but I couldn't get it as short as the market. It did shorten up a lot. We threw something on it at around about the 420, 440 mark, and it got into 330. But it was one of those saver type bets. We threw a small bet on it. We actually had something on Tycoon Ace, which we thought would lead. It was about $20. It was a nice little result. Agapantha was strange, into $6 in. It just got a bit of a chink in its armour. He tried to ride it for speed. It got to around about fifth or sixth, and then he eased, and then it was gone. We also had a small bet on Siliqua, who ran on quite nicely. Just at the odds, it was not going to be in the right position, but it got out to the right odds. Race 8. We're potting the favourites here, but we weren't confident. YPO, it was our first pick, but we couldn't get it as short as $2.80, that's for sure. I am impinged. We definitely couldn't get it short, but it went good. Possibly should have won. Snitz was good. We didn't want to back it because of the bad gate. We couldn't see how it could get in, but we had a touch short of the market. And it went really good. It sat 3 deep the trip and kept on coming. Had a small bet on Proof Perfect down the bottom. We didn't know Let's Party Marty. We sort of just sat on the fence with that horse. Trial not too bad, but we just sat on the fence with it. In race 9, I made a blue here. Made a big mistake on Of the Day. It was a nice win, but made a mistake. Final Zero, we had a good bet on it. We thought it would get over to second, and it did. It got over to that position, but it had to work a little bit early to get there. We also had a small bet on the leader, Testons for War, which ran along really quickly and just gave up. But all honours with Of the Day, it went good, and Final Zero just a bit unlucky. So just had to work a little bit too much early. All in all, we had not a really good day, but a solid day, and we'll be back next week. So remember, betting is believing.